David Corson, Monday, August 19th, 2024. Hope everybody's having a great start to their week. It's a little before 6 o'clock. I'm up here in my lake lot, and I'm just coming up to see how things are going. And as you can see, the foundations are dry, and now they're putting up the rebar and the retaining wall. And this is going to go all the way around as they get it, and then we're going to pour that wall. This is going to be the water table. And the dirt will come up, and then we're going to put a little brick in the front here. So anyway, that's what's going up here on the lot. And these guys are working hard, but it's almost time to get done. They can only work up here for another half hour or so, and then they got to get out of here. So they'll probably finish this up tomorrow, and then maybe put some concrete. But all in all, I hope you had a great day. And man, my day was busy. Just flew by. I was working on my project management software survey, answering some emails, and just like I said, Mondays are kind of a catch-up day, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday are juice days during the week, and then Friday's kind of a wind-down day, and then before the weekend. So I'm just trying to get myself settled here, and so I can crank out and really crank it out Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So. But I had to come up here. I always like seeing what's going on. I kind of knew what was going on today, but got to keep an eye on things. I don't need to be a babysitting service. These guys know what they need to get done. Time is money. They want to get off this project and on to another project. So all in all, very productive day. It's good to see things are getting done. And anyway, I hope you had a great day going into your Monday night with a positive thought, smile on your face, and all that good stuff. So I've talked enough. I'm going to go right into my positive thought, and it goes like this. You are one decision away from a completely different life. Let me repeat that. You are one decision away from a completely different life. Decisions, they can, bad, good, indifferent, whatever they might be. You always have to make decisions, and sometimes they're life-changing, And I look back at my life over my 61 years on the planet. When I was younger, when I was, teenager, young adult, now I'm still standing. But I made wrong decisions, and they definitely changed my life, but you are in charge of your life, but you are one decision away of having a completely different life, and that can be both positive and negative. So whenever you have a decision and you got to make it, you got to think about everything, all the pros and cons. It's like having a thing called a Benjamin T sheet. You make a straight line on the top, you put pros and cons, and you put all the pros on if you go this route, and all the cons or the negatives that go to this end. If the negatives outlive the positives, you probably don't make that decision. But you can, and go for it, but I'm going to tell you not to. You always want to have more pros than cons, and most likely that will happen. So, that's kind of the way I've lived my life. You have to make decisions, and just like right now, I have these pipes over here, and I've got this manhole over here, and we got to make a decision on what we're going to do, because the HOA is trying, they're not sure if they're going to allow me to do that, and if not, I got to run these pipes down, but it won't have a flat surface. One decision away from a completely different outcome, on this project. It's going to cost me a little more money, but hopefully the HOA will go my route, and it'll look a lot nicer, and we'll get our neighbors figured out and all that stuff. But once again, you're always one decision away from a completely different outcome, or your life being completely different. And man, I can look back at so many decisions I made when I was younger, teenager, young adult, all the way up to 61 right now. Some of those decisions, I probably, should have, thought about it more. But it molded me who I am, so I'm not bummed. You can't look back. You can't look at the scoreboard. You made a wrong decision. All you can do is learn from it and figure it out later. So, there's a thing called the Benjamin T sheet. Do it. You got pros on one side, cons on the other. You got more cons than pros. Don't go that route. I'm not going to tell you not to. You can be like, go to Vegas and roll the dice, and sometimes it might come through, but remember, the house always wins in Vegas. Very rarely. There's more losers than winners there. So that's why I said if you do your research, do the Benjamin T sheet, more pros than cons, you probably go that route. But you might pick pro and it still might not work out. You just don't know. But you got to take action either way. You have to make a decision. So choose wisely, do your research, find out what you're in. Let me take my glasses off so you can see me. It's really, really nice out there. It's a nice little breeze. I'm going to go home and sweat and do my trek and catch some dinner. And I'll come up here tomorrow and see what they're doing. But all in all, one more time, you are one decision away from a completely different outcome or your life being different. So choose wisely out there, you know, especially when, you know, it's just some dicey stuff. You know, life is complicated. They're not always going to be easy decisions. You gotta, you know, it's just like my son. He left Boeing and he went down and didn't like his job that he took, and now he just moved down here. Now he's ecstatic, you know. So they always, you know, it always happens in that realm that that you know, you think you make it right, but then you're like, damn, I shouldn't have done that. So with that said, hey. I'm going to put my shades back on. Listen, take that to the bank. It's from the heart. Put it up in your knowledge vault. I live it every day. I make decisions every day with different outcomes, you know. And you just have to choose wisely. Like I said, Benjamin T sheet. Line, vertical line, pros, cons. Figure out what you're going to do. If there's more pros and cons, you probably have a good percentage of succeeding. If you got more cons than pros, hey, that's a decision that you got to make. And sometimes you know, it's like throwing the Hail Mary, you know, or an onside kick or whatever. You don't know if it's going to, you know, if the percentages really are not in your favor. So, but at least you know, if you do your research correctly and you do all that stuff, you'll probably do okay. So with that said, I appreciate you all. Have a great rest of the week. Have a great Monday night. Go in there, spend some time with your family, your spouse, your hubby, your wife, your kids, your pets, and have a great dinner, in or out. Even if it's a peanut butter and jelly, enjoy it, and get some, have some quiet time, and then catch some REM sleep, and then get ready to have a fantastic Tuesday. And before you know, it's gonna be Wednesday, and then boom, TGIF. And by the time TGF, all this rebar is gonna be finished, and I'm gonna have some walls here, and then I'm gonna start doing this boxing I'm standing in. All this is gonna be concrete here. So, and then sticks and frame, and then roof, and, you know, and then I'm gonna have a house sitting here. So, with that said, everybody have a great Monday night, and I will catch you tomorrow, probably up here again. Cheers, ciao, be safe out there.